And the Denver Broncos. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Austin Ekeler, who's a Colorado native. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one's incomplete. Austin Ekeler, the intended target, and it's third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake to Ekeler, it's Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Ekeler. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Hamler now on the return. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. It's a punt return score of 70 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
14. Chargers 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Check. Rush in.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And they'll run the option to start the drive. They'll hand off here to Eckler. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Operating from the gun. Herbert into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st down, Chargers.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Play brings up 2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 15-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
20, Chargers 7.
The Chargers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Play action. It's Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Herbert's pass.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Two times. 4 down. Check. Watch 4,
On play action, Lac. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Check 3. He's coming. We got double.
Throwing his Lac on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He's going to look downfield for Henry. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Herbert's pass.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
26 yards.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run here with Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
They fake the handoff, now Lac. And that's incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his 1st interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going, and the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. A big play on 3rd down for the Chargers. 53 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Now it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
34-yard line.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
First and 10 at the 40.
Throwing on first down is Lac. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. And it's second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check 33. 33. Oh, hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Hey, watch the leg. Mike check 33. 33. We own this.
To throw again. Lac. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And even 40 yards. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Mike check 33. 33. Ready. Check Mike 33. Cut up.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by McManus is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Here's Lac. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Lac off of play action. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
With a dime dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Lac. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 41. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, second and 12.
I got you. Check 43. Chopper. You got 10.
Now a play fake, and here's Lac. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. To throw on third down, Lac. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10.
29-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third down. Herbert, he's going to look downfield for Henry and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Off the play fake. Block. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But somebody, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Henry's got it, out on the left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Herbert, and it's complete. Henry, and they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Running on first down, Eckler. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this complete to Henry over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
16 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Here's Eckler. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
From the gun, Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Duke Dawson picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Desmond King making the tackle. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Off play action. Lock. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Watch the safety cream. Check it out, 36, 36. Check 31.
Another run by Lindsey. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Check 3, check it, though. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. It's Eckler again. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Being chased out left. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Herbert. Wide open. It's Allen. Complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Chargers.
Herbert back to the air. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And again, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarter...
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
Touchdown, L.A.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Second down, a run with Lindsey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Broncos, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati.